to go back out at 2:14. I've done 20k, feeling good. Gonna just approach it like 5k at a time. Try and get another little snack in every 5k. This has got some caffeine in it. 100 grams of carbs, 70 ml of caff. I need to take some gels actually, refill the gels. Run out of gels in this. What's that?
How many gels do you take?
3. 3 for every like 20 minutes, so just saves me like 2-3 loops. I'll take like 3-4 around. Beautiful. Right, I'm going to hand you that. Going to just nip to the loo. Just ibuprofen. Get a couple of these. Right, 30 seconds. Sure. Cheers. Just have that other drink. Beautiful. Right, just grab this one. Try and neck this. It's easy to like not drink when the weather's like raining. You think like you're not, but I made sure I drank like 3 litres before setting off.
You want it, yeah. When it's like this, you want it.
We're going to change my top at 30.
Yeah.
Just need to get over this halfway mark.
The next lap, halfway.
Yeah.
Easy, mate.
See ya. Yeah.
But please don't lie.
7 minutes quicker than the pacing time. So I'm just going to get like maybe 5-10 minutes here and then get a refuel, head back out. Probably get one of those, another tailwinds, caffeine in, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, feeling all right, feeling good.
Better than me.
Yeah. Are you cold? Yeah, mate, you're legging it round. Right, I'm going to refuel now. My sister and husband come up. I think they were shooting off, but...
So what's this, lap 6?
This is lap 7 now.
Lap 7?
Yeah,
So 3 more?
No, just finished lap 6.
Alright, got 10 for lap 7.
Yeah.
So what time did you finish 5?
Yeah.
You do before then, you do before then?
Yeah, you just stop when you want, really. Yeah. Like, if people wanted to do like a 10k, they could have just done that, but...
When do you reckon you'll, how long do you reckon you'll take before it's still there?
Maybe 6.5, 2 hours maybe. Nah, a bit, maybe. Yeah, probably 2.5, maybe 2.5. So I finish it, yeah, 4:30, and then see how I feel. If I got a few more in me. I'll just get this water in there.
Shoot up.
See you at 50k plus. Oh, we've got the
Nice one. Good luck.
Cheers, mate. No, it's when the light music goes off and it's the heavy music starts coming.
Is that when it comes on, yeah?
Hello, it's been a long, long time. Can't get you off my tired mind. Shadow, let the tape rewind and finally ease my anxious eyes. Oh no, I feel you creeping in, my body bleeding sin. I'm drowning. Heaven, can you save me now from these thoughts inside my head? Yeah, you are the devil running through my mind. I can't get on your level. I swear to God I tried. I am not under your spell. Turn around and get ahead. You cannot be anymore. Oh my God, you are the devil.
How was the ultramarathon then?
Yeah, overall, it was really kind of eye-opening experience. Difficulty-wise, yeah, it was a big challenge. Obviously, it was a lot of kilometers covered. Like the furthest run I'd done in training previously was about 30 kilometers. But I really found like the benefit from doing all the long runs is kind of working out your nutritional timing, your pacing, which, you know, all these long runs, that's kind of what you're doing that for. So when it actually came to the day, I had like a good strategy in place. I knew when to refuel, when to have a little bit of a rest, when to walk. And, you know, overall, the goal was 50 kilometers. And if I had time left to have been pushed by whoever was there supporting me, my family to support me, to do one more lap if the time allowed. So it allowed me to do 1 more kilometer. So I hit 55K. And I was glad I was pushed to do that last loop. Like it really destroyed me, but I feel like if I hadn't have done that and kind of left it on the card, I kind of would have been disappointed. So yeah, overall I was really pleased. Like the day itself, the conditions were really challenging. Like it was hailstoning, so there's literally points where you're running like covering your face like this. It started off like absolutely freezing in the day as well.
Crazy
rain.
weather.
Then next minute, for 10 minutes, it was like the sunshine was beautiful. So it was like, oh, not too bad. And then it would start like raining and hailing again. But
what was the hardest bit?
Say that again.
What was the hardest bit?
Like the mud up the hills was really hard. And then, you know, because you're obviously slipping around in the shoes, and then like first couple of laps, you kind of want to keep your feet dry to avoid getting any blisters. So if your feet start getting wet, that's kind of, you know, things like blisters can lead to, it just plays on your mind if those kind of things arose. But luckily I didn't have any issues with the feet. But yeah, I would say that the hardest thing was probably the like slippery surface, especially running downhill, because you're expected to lose time going up. But you know, if you're a heavier guy like myself, like you use your momentum coming down, but you just like you don't want to be de-accelerating on the way down. You kind of just let your momentum go, but you just have to be cautious when it's that wet. You know, there's a lot of sticks, a lot of trees, a lot of logs, and the mud. But I would probably say, you know, it was probably 50% kind of that kind of terrain, and the rest, maybe a little bit higher, was you know, concrete. So yeah, I would probably say the terrain and then the elevation. Like it was just a continuous loop of hills.
Is there anything you change? Is there anything you change if you did it again?
If I did it again, like, you know, obviously you do these events with a goal in mind. If you're doing further ones, like you're going to be fitter. I think there was nothing I could have physically done on the day that I would have changed. For the fitness level that I was at. Like obviously you want to get better times, you want to do more loops, you want to, you know, this and that, but that's the whole purpose of like doing a goal and training anyway, to just like improve on that.
Was you happy with it?
But it really, say that again?
Was you happy with it?
Yeah, I was happy. Yeah, overall moving time was like 6.5 hours. With then I had about 2 to 3 minute breaks in between each 5K. like I said, like Richard, you were there filming, about that 25k mark, which was the halfway mark. I'm like, I'm not stopping for this loop.
Yeah.
I just wanted to pass that, get to the 30, and like how I felt on the 30, which was my previous longest run, I felt good. Even at the 42 kilometer mark, which is like a big milestone, like marathon milestone, felt really good, felt comfortable. So mentally, I felt amazing throughout. Obviously, your body's just destroyed by the end of it. Like, I'm probably still recovering slightly just from the downhill on the ankles and the calves.
Feeling
and
it
stuff.
still, yeah.
Yeah, now probably like, what is it, 3-4 weeks later?
Yeah.
But that's just part of it. It's probably a bit more of like niggles than anything else.
How was you the day after?
Day after, the thing is like, because after every single long run, when I get home, I'm never that bad. Sorry, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. No, we're just chatting anyway.
Robbie, come on, Robbie.
No,
he did that quite well because they weren't even in the shot. He did well.
Don't worry.
He wasn't like a little ninja. Well, yeah, then you did it. If you didn't say anything, no one would have known.
Nah, seriously, don't worry. It's cool. Yeah, like after the run, you always feel absolutely destroyed, and then like the day after the more and more long runs you do. So I was doing like 2 long runs a week in training, like a minimum 20 and a 30. The day after, I was always all right. Like legs a little bit sore, but never like fully destroyed. And doing that for like, you know, weeks on end. Then the day after, I was hobbling. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, but
hey, I'm not surprised.
I was still training probably 3 days after, like back into the high rock zone.
Back to the high rock straight away.
I think it was the Tuesday, Wednesday was the first session back, which was like leg focused. But everything high rocks is pretty much legs. So
how did that feel?
I didn't have the spring in my step, so like things like skipping with like you just had no bounce from the calves. But I still had the power from like to do the prowler, push and pull, and I think I did more ski erg than any running. Cardio was fine. Yeah, it was just like you just lost your spring.
Wasn't there?
Yeah,
a bit
just a spring in the step. But then that's come back now. So.
Yeah. What about your food? How do you feel hungry?
The nutrition on the day. So I was probably having like a gel every 20 to 30 minutes. So I calculated it was about like 3,000 to 4,000 calories any of that I was having throughout the day. So after, I was not even like, you're not really that hungry. I think I had like 2 slices of pizza. That was it. I just wanted milk really, because it was just like easy calories to have at the time. But I just nailed milk anyway. So.
What about the next day? Was you hungry? Did it hit you then or not?
We went for a breakfast. Where did we go? Yeah, we went to Juna for breakfast. I know the appetite was kind of suppressed.
Was it?
Yeah, probably because it's like you're having a lot of stimulants and you're having a lot of like, quick sugary gels. And then I think, appetite probably like 3-4 days later then boosted up again.
Good sleep though?
I think, actually, Sophia slept with my parents that night. They said, you just relax, so you don't want to be up in the night.
And then in the morning, what did you have before the race?
Morning of?
Yeah.
I had oats, whey, and just banana and like nut butter. Yeah.
Decent.
Because it's like, I think the nerves are there. So I'm like, I just wasn't like appealed to have like a big kind of meal.
Any pretzels?
And some pretzels. But yeah, the night before it was like a slightly higher carb. But
big.
I just have high carb anyway. Yeah, so.
It's probably back to your bodybuilding days as well.
Yeah.
The usual sort of thing as well.
So
decent.
Can you really overload the carb loading thing? It's more of like a process than it is like an event. So you kind of want to do a depletion like a week before for a few days and then load up for 4 or 5 days. So like just doubling your pasta the night before isn't really going to make that much of a difference. And because with the ultra you're fueling anyway, like 25 grams of carbs every 20 minutes is what I was going for.
So what's the plans then for the next ultra marathon?
So for the next ultra, there's 3 that I have in mind. I've not decided on which one yet. Just purely focused on the high rocks at the moment. But there's 3. So there's one in the Peak District, which is 75k. I think I really want to do like a double marathon distance, which is like 82. I think there's Edinburgh to Glasgow, which is 80 or 90.
So that
one's appealing. But then they also have another one in the Sahara where you do a marathon, you camp, and then you do a marathon the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds good. That sounds cool. Crazy, but cool.
That one I'd probably do for a charity.
Yeah,
so
that'd be good.
You can do raise that for charity.
That'd be sick. That.
I think the next one I probably will do like a charity raiser for.
Yeah. It's worth it, isn't it? For that sort of distance. It's a big event.
So it's like a big kind of. Yeah. Because I quite like, if someone's doing really something amazing, then I think it's worth asking money for.
It's massive as well, isn't it? It's a big thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like when you see everyone doing the marathon at the weekend, and then you realise you're going to do double that.
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
Mad.
Yeah.
Madness.
So there's actually like GB Ultra is like a organisation in the UK. So they have like, specific races that they organise themselves.
Right.
And then there's a bit more of like a fun. The White Peak District one is like a 50k, 75k, 100k. That'll be a little bit more like obviously through the hills and stuff.
Yeah, crazy.
That'll be another crazy challenge.
Definitely.
But I think the Sahara one would be pretty impressive.
That'd be good.
But I was watching some videos. It's like you're literally like going through like rocks on rocks on rocks for like miles. So
it'd be tough that.
Yeah. I kind of want one that I want to keep running because I feel like that one you'd kind of just have to like walk through. It would kind of be a bit more of like a hikey thing than a run.
Yeah, definitely.
Whereas the peaks I think would be a run, and they have like a Snowdonia one, which is slightly more advanced. I think where you have to like navigate yourself through.
So do you go through Snowdonia?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if you're doing. It's like the hills around there or mountains.
Around it, somewhere. That'd be crazy.
So there's a good few options out. I think after this High Rocks, I'm going to like reevaluate. I'm sure after this High Rocks, I want to do another High Rocks.
Yeah, so the main focus now, High Rocks in May.
Is the High Rocks in May in London.
And then after that?
I'll want to pick another High Rocks, I'm sure.
So you're going to do High Rocks May and then High Rocks again?
Yeah, and then I'll probably have another Ultra goal as well.
Yeah.
Because I think I had a month gap or 5-6 weeks, I think, between the Ultra and then the High Rocks, which worked well because it's like, I don't mind going out running when I had the running goal, so it really brought my fitness up for the running. So when I'm coming back round to the High Rocks, like my pacing is really good at like, just doing 1k, you do 1k station. I'm finding I'm holding those paces well, but it's like purely because I've just trained, like got a larger aerobic base now from the ultra training. So they do kind of go hand in hand of like hybrid kind of style of training. But it's been quite nice like tapering down the running training for the High Rocks, and I'm still doing running but mainly like 1k, like a shorter, I'm working at like a faster speed, like 500 meter speed, like a faster High Rocks pace. So when it comes down to the actual High Rocks itself, I know what pace to maintain for the 1 kilometres. So in theory, it's all in theory.
Yeah, that's true.
On the day.
After the one in May, which one are you going to do after that then? Have you got one planned or not?
Not too sure yet.
What is there? What's
like? I'd love to do like one in Birmingham. There's the Dublin one.
Abroad?
Yeah, abroad. I think there's like loads abroad.
That'd be good, that. And if you did one somewhere like a nice
like Nice or something like that, where it's quite easy to get to.
Yeah, it'd be nice that.
Yeah, so somewhere.
And then stay there for a bit.
Yeah, for sure. Make a family, like, because we're all going to London. Like my mum, dad, Sarah, Sophia, my sister, and her husband are all coming to watch.
Are they?
I have like friends in London there.
Yeah, perfect. It'd be good that.
And it's the bank holiday as well, so people will like go meet for a breakfast after. It's just like the time. They only release the timings like 3 days before.
Really? So you don't know at the minute?
You don't know. I know it's past 12 o'clock.
But you don't know.
So it's like if I want to organise a dinner,
you can't
like with friends, it's like I can't confirm. Well, I don't know how fucked I'm going to be after. I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, well, if you've done the ultra marathon, you'll be fine for this.
I'll be fine for a few beers and but like now that it's bank holiday Monday, then we can.
Is that what it is on bank holiday?
Yeah.
So that's decent. So you're going to stay the whole weekend?
Yeah. Going Saturday night.
The
things on the Sunday. It's on the Sunday and then.
Decent.
Back on the Monday.
Decent. So they're the plans. Sounds good.
They're the plans, and then after this High Rocks, I've got a stag do the following week, so golfing, Portugal.
That'd be good.
That'll be a nice wind down. And then,
right then.
That's the goal. And then, post that, then I'll get another Ultra and another High Rocks on there.
Sounds good, mate. There's a busy year ahead of
keep going.
Events.
Yeah,
keep them going.
One after the other.
I suppose you get better and better, don't you?
That's it. It's like I've hit another level of like this style of High Rocks training in the past like 2 weeks.
It'll just keep going.
You know, you first start like bodybuilding and training. You think you're doing well and you're training hard, and then you like hit another level.
It just keeps going up, doesn't it?
Yeah. And you're like, going. Oh wow, you know, like you hit that like 140 deadlift.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wow, can I
And
do
then you go
180?
again.
You 180, wow. Then I do 200,
Yeah.
and 250. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God, I never knew I was capable of that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
The level just
very
keeps
beginner
rising.
at high rocks. Obviously not. I've done like the strength set, but
Yeah.
just being able to like go from one station to the other, but
Yeah.
being in that fatigue state and not feeling like absolutely destroyed,
Yeah.
it's a different feeling. Like just
yeah.
fitness levels are high,
And it just keeps going, doesn't it?
and it just
Get
keeps
better.
going. Like,
I suppose, especially with you doing the ultramarathon, that's got me a big impact on the high rocks.
yeah,
The endurance side of it.
Yeah, the endurance
should be
side.
a breeze.
Yeah,
really.
yeah, and the mentality
And the
side.
yeah, that's it. Because you can just push
Because
through
as
it.
many times as you're in that like really fatigued state,
Yeah.
you just know you can survive.
You can keep going.
Yeah.
If you
Your
can
body
do that,
can do
you
it.
can do
Your
that.
body can do it.
100%.
Yeah,
So the next time, the next video will be high rocks then.
high rocks.
High rocks focused.
So we'll do like a high rocks session.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Proper, dirty,
Hardcore
big,
one.
hardcore,
Nice and sweaty.
high rock session going in. So next time you see him, high rocks session will be going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. Perfect.
Right, see you later.
Nice one.